Okay, hello guys. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to render inside After Effects. Um, it's really simple. What you do is first you open up your file. For me, it's my project. This is some lyric video that I made with my student a few weeks ago. This one, right? Alright. The way you export it, make sure you are on the right composition first. For me, this is my scene 1. Compilation is where I have everything compiled, like the songs and the scene together. This is my compilation composition. So usually you would separate everything inside a scene and then compile everything into one. Once you've done that, make sure you select the right composition. For me it's this one. Time it correctly as well until this part is where I want it to start render and finish downloading based on the time that you have here. Here it's 30 seconds. From here, what you do is that you go to File. Again, make sure you select Compilation. Make sure you are in the correct composition. Go to Export, File, Export. Okay, there's two ways. The first, this is the simplest one. You don't need any more plugins or anything or any other software to use it. You go to Export, Add to Render Queue. You choose Export, Add to Render Queue. Okay, from here, this is Render Queue. We have the compilation here. Alright, here you go. This is the compilation. You go to, when you click, you see all the blue outline things, and when you hover it highlights and it turns to a white text. You select it. The first one is render setting. I choose the best setting. Make sure it is the best setting. Resolution, make sure it's full. The rest, you only need to focus that one. If you have a specific frame rate, make sure it is following the correct frame rate. For me, I'm using 24, so we're going with 24. We'll click OK. Next is the output module, lossless. You select that one. This is where all the formats, all the kind of video format like MP4, PNG sequence are at. For us, we're not using AVI. AVI will take a lot of space. We will be using QuickTime. If you don't have QuickTime, if you're using Apple, you will always have QuickTime because QuickTime is under Apple. But if you're using Windows, I would recommend you to install QuickTime and then the selection will appear. So QuickTime, there's no post. Make sure it's QuickTime. RGB, since we are using computer desktop, we're not printing out anything. Make sure it's RGB. Millions of color. This one coloring, I don't know between the two, but this is the normal setup. H.264, you can check the format options and everything. H.264, this is a MP4 format. Just checking again. Yeah, everything is correct. Next is output 2. You click the output 2, the MOV here, the one that highlighted. Now you can change the, what's it called? The output name of the file. So I'm gonna name it render underscore test underscore 1. Make sure it's QuickTime. Let's save. And I have here, once you're done with all the settings, you did the QuickTime, check the render setting, output module, output 2, you click render. As you can see here, the blue bar is here and it's currently rendering. It is, if the longer the video, the more effects you have, the longer the render is. And sometimes it might get stuck, so don't worry, just come, it will be okay. But this is how you render. When you're done, make sure you check out all the where the file you put the output is at. Alright, see, it's rendering. That's all. Thank you.